Dear students, this is Unit 3, the next topic, that is on title is Constructional Features of CNC Machines. In the previous the units we discussed, or you saw that NC and CNC applications, their advantages, the broad types or elements or components, you can say, various parts, etc., and how the different parts are related. This unit deals with the continuation of CNC machine, constructional, how the various parts of the CNC machines are designed. Of course, briefly, first of all, you can see here the various parts, important parts of the CNC machine. Say outer frame is the first one, machine structure, which holds all the jobs, table, spindles, workpieces, etc. Then say guideways. Second one, feed drives. Say simple CNC or say lathe machine example you can take. So whatever the parts they are there, the guideways in the sense moving part like bed movement, feed drives, then how the power is transmitted from initial to the spindle or for the cutting tool, then spindle bearings, then measuring system, controls, softwares and operator interface, gauging, tool monitoring, etc. These are the 9 important parts of the CNC machine. On question ಬರಬಹುದು 3 ಅಥವಾ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. Just you have to list out the what are the important parts of the CNC machine. Okay, so one by one. First of all, say the machine structure, as we said, you can see here the main part of the CNC. The diagram you can see, which is a frame structure you can call, which carries all the load or supporting members, drives, motors and other systems, etc. As almost say you can say it as a dead loads or weights, etc. column wise or the horizontal wise, etc. So, and moreover, these say the machine structure, this main part, mainly designed based on the how much load it can take. What is the load? Is the dead load or cutting force load, whatever it may be. Based on that, it is designed. To see the types of loads, you can see here the first one static load, and second one dynamic load, and third thermal load. So the static, or you can call it as a stationary, constant, not moving, that type of load is called as static load. All these say fixed, say columns, slides, table, etc., without any movement, all these can be considered as the static load. Or they are also called as a dead weight. static load. Second one, dynamic load. This is the load of that whatever dead weights along with their movement, and or say while working, you can call it as, so that while the cutting force or process is carried out, cutting force or carrying out the process at that time, constantly changing force on machine structure, vibration will be there, that loads etc. can be included in this. Say one the reasons you can take it, unbalanced rotating parts, then gears, meshing of gears, improper gears, meshing of gears, then if there is any problem in the bearings at the time of rotation or due to rotation, you can take it, that faults are treated as a kind of load only, which are not balanced. Then cutting forces also, when there is a constant consistency in cutting is there, then there will not be any kind of much variation. But if any changes or variation takes place, then it leads to the unbalanced cutting forces, you can say, which is included under dynamic load. So they can be, of course, reduced by, say, reducing mass of structure, increasing the stiffness of the structure, and improving the damping properties. Damping in the sense shock absorbing properties, that using that type of materials which absorb the shocks or the loads. And the third type, as you can see here, thermal load. So thermal, as the title name indicates, heat. This is the load due to heat or heat sources or friction, you can call whatever. From that also a particular load is acting on the machine or machine structure. So that the sources or heat related, maybe say electric motor, friction in the drives or gears, and the friction in bearings and guideways. While cutting process is taking place, at that time also heat may be generated, machining processes, and to little bit the temperature of surrounding parts also. All these includes as a thermal load. So in this case, the cause or say the result due to this load can consider as I say, which will affect on the performance of the machine. Accuracy may decrease, surface finish also properly cannot be obtained, deformation may take place, which will again affect the efficiency of the machine. So these can also be avoided or reduced by maintaining proper drives, as far as possible, using lubrications or proper to dissipate the heat, and say proper chips clearance and when the process is going on. Swarf in the sense chips, cut whatever from the process, the material it is removed, and they're using cooling systems for maintaining the efficient working, and thermosymmetric design of the structure. These are a few say precautions can be taken to reduce the heat generated during the process or while working of the CNC machines. These are the main three types of loads which are acting on the machine structure